Welcome to Matzobricks. In this episode, I'd like to tell you a little bit about ball bearings for the Lego train system. Let's have a look at this little Lego vehicle here. It's fitted with standard Lego wheels, the ones with the steel axle, and I'll put it up this hill and see how it works. So yeah. It's moving, but as you see, it's stopping pretty quickly here because we don't have ball bearings yet. No, the normal Lego wheels look like that, and I'm talking about the older ones, yeah, not the most recent one now that are made out of pure plastic without an axle. And so let's have a look how this would work if we had ball bearings. This is also a Lego vehicle, comparable size to the other one, and that one looks a bit different here. And there you see the ball bearings already fitted into the wheel set. So now let's have a look how this wagon is moving. And here we go. Oh, that's a different, isn't it? Yeah. If the stop wasn't there, it would go right deeply into the next room here. It's really a huge difference. We have measured the difference also in numbers, and I'll spare out the details, but it's more than 50% drag reduction that we have if we use ball bearings for the resistance of the whole vehicle in total, including all of the other resistance parts here. So if you put ball bearings inside, it's really going to be a lot better for standard Lego wheels. But the hugest and largest difference that you can have is if you're using third-party vehicles like this one from Bluebricks. I don't know if you can hear that. You hear that squeezing? Yeah, that is how it's how the sound is if you move a Bluebricks vehicle over your train layout. No? The wheel sets are basically the same, but of course this is no Lego quality. It's something made in China. And now let's have a look how that moves over our little hill here. It doesn't move at all. No? So I would really need to make the inclination here significantly higher, 3 times, 4 times higher, and it's still not moving. Now it's moving. So these third-party wheels are really, really bad, and they need improvement. Let's have a look how we can do that. So I've prepared a little bit of material here, and these are the parts that altogether would be a wheel set. We've got the wheels, we've got the standard axles here, you've got the wheel holders, and now what we need is we need ball bearings. These are little ball bearings of type MR52ZZ. All of the parts are listed on the materials page on matzobricks.com. So if you want to know the details and also probably have a direct link to where you can buy it, go to matzobricks.com. And then we've got some axles. Well, but didn't we just say we already had the axles? Yes. But those ones are a little bit different. I come to that in a second. Then we need grub screws, 5 by 10. And they have got little holes inside that you can put a screwdriver in. And then we need a screwdriver, probably a torque one that would do well, and something to measure the distance here. So let's have a look how we do that now. We take first of all the axle, Let's start with the standard axle. Huh? That comes from Lego or from third-party providers, and let's try to put the ball bearing upon it. And what you will notice is it doesn't really fit. No, you can do that by force using tools, but it's not good for the ball bearing actually. The drag is going to be worse when you put a lot of force on it. So that's why we have bought this alternative axles. The diameter is very slightly less than the axles that you get when you buy them directly from Lego or third-party providers. And they are as well 40 millimeters long and 2 millimeters in diameter now. But as they are in hundreds of millimeters smaller when it comes to the diameters, you can put the ball bearings very easily on it. We need 2 of them. It looks like that. Then we take the wheels, put the wheels on the axle, and our assembly with all of the moving parts of the whole wheel set looks like this. Now an axle, 2 ball bearings and the wheels. Put that aside. Now it's time for the wheel holder. What we're going to do is we take a grub screw and use it as a support for the ball bearings, and we screw it into the outer part here of those parts here of the wheel holder, and we just screw it in. When it's exactly the same level of the surface here, then you have to screw another 4.5 millimeters inside. So after a couple of hundreds of axles, you get a feeling for that. How deep you need to go. And we've got the second one. So, and if you think that's quite right and it should be okay, it's not okay. You need to measure it very precisely with your tool. So the grub screw needs to be 4.5 millimeters inside the whole wheel holder here, and we will try to achieve that. It's a little bit of trying until we've got the right height, but it's important. You need to be very precise here in tenths of millimeters, that you get the axle in the right level, else it's not going to work as it should be. Okay, that will be another zip, and like this. It's a little bit of trying, but after a while you get better, you get a feeling for it. Yep, almost there. Now it should be fine. So then we take the axle, place it over the wheel holder, and now we need to align the ball bearings that they are exactly overhead the grub screws that we have put in. So, and as soon as that is the case, we click the axle in, and we've got a perfect wheel set with almost no drag. Very nice. Looks like that. We do that 4 times and see what the result is. So now we have fitted our Bluebricks Regional Express wagon with those ball bearing wheel sets here, and we'll have a look of how it works. And here we go. Oh, that is a lot different. Very good. Okay, so that is really a huge difference, no? From what we had before. Now we have a working wagon here that really has got very low drag, and it can actually be used on our track layout, no? Without having the batteries empty after a couple of minutes. That is able to go very fast. And what is even more important, that is also able to go very slow, no? Because you will only achieve that going very slow and steadily when you have got a train with very few drag, and you can go through tight curves. So that is really useful to have your wagons fitted with that. I did all of that with my wagons, but still there was some squeezing on the layout, and first I didn't really know where it came from until I realized there is another form of wheel sets, especially when they are replacement for motors, and it looks like this. Yeah, you typically have those Technic bars here, and then there is a 6-long Technic axle with train wheels that you can put a Technic axle through. And this is all not bad, and many trains have that, but the problem is that it makes noises, it has a lot of drag. And here where the axle rotates through the Technic bar, it will just eat up the plastic. No, it's not really built for eternity, and the plastic material will just come off and wear out. So we've got a problem here, and this is Lego. It's not so bad, but of course it's too much drag. We don't want to have that. Imagine that as a wheel set from Bluebricks, and the game is totally different. So this is a Bluebricks locomotive type 146, and it has also such a blind wheel set here, blind driver, a motor, which is not a motor but just some parts. And this is actually, this was also built exactly like that one, but now we have ball bearings inside. Now, steel axles, ball bearings. It's pretty much the same in terms of materials that you need, comparable to the standard wheel sets here from Lego. And what you need is to press a ball bearing into that little Technic bar here, that 2-length Technic bar, or can also be longer, of course. And what you also need is to have a couple of discs, which are required that the wheel won't contact the Technic bar, actually, so it's a distance holder. And if you have that assembly, you can put it easily together, and then you've got a very low drag wheel set, which is very often used for locomotives. So let's compare the performance of what we have just built. This is the one with the Technic axles, no ball bearings. It's not going down the hill at all. It has too much drag. And that is the one with the ball bearings. It's actually a very light vehicle now. And let's see, oh yeah, this is actually coming down, and it's really a difference. Works very good. Imagine that with a heavy loco on side, that is really going down the hill extremely smoothly, and the squeezing is over. So, thank you very much for watching. That is all about ball bearings here. If you want to stay up to date when it comes to Lego train automation, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel We also have a Facebook profile, and if you like the episode, please click on the thumbs up button. I wish you all a very nice day, and see you next time. Goodbye.